Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Thank you for choosing to stay with us. It is recognized as the Constitution Hill's flagship youth event. It aims to showcase the work of young artists and creatives who live, work and play in the city through music, performances, film screenings, art exhibitions, discussions and networking sessions. That is, of course, the Basha Uhuru Freedom Festival, which is in its third year. And this year its gathering will see, among others, the theme of expressions of freedom bring together thousands over the 3 days. Joining us now in studio from Constitutional Hill is Bontle and Mokoka. Bontle, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I love the idea of bringing different industries within the creative arts together, but under the theme of youth. Talk to me about the third year, just the ability to progress it further.
Well, the way it started, it was supposed to be a flagship event, as we've mentioned. But in its, infant phase, all we wanted to do was showcase the youth and have them express what their idea is of freedom through the arts. Now it has mushroomed to, it's insane. Last year, I think, we saw thousands of people come through over the few days that we had it. We had a fashion show, we had exhibitions, we had panel discussions, we even had a youth league, a youth league dialogue, actually. Okay. We brought the leaders together from the various youth leagues and we put them on the hotspot. We invited, it was actually quite lovely, we invited the members of the homeless shelter from across the street and put them in the hot seat and said, okay, fine, you guys are electioneering, what's the plan? What's the actual plan,
But I think, if you had to do it anywhere else, it would be confusing as a festival. But because Constitutional Hill has so many different elements to its makeup, you can put art, fashion, deep discussions, political issues in the same platform. Indeed,
indeed. It's because of the history that we have that's so painful that we have decided to respect it and put it on a platform and say, you know what, we're repurposing our history, we're taking ownership of it, and we're going to turn it into something positive and beautiful and something that the youth can identify with as well. It's very difficult to make history sexy, but Constitution Hill, I think, really does make a concerted effort every single year, especially through Basha Uhuru.
Why is it so important to engage the youth, especially from a Constitutional Hill perspective? Because we do have a perception of Constitutional Hill. You come through, take a walk through, learn a little bit, and then you leave. But there's just so much more to the venue.
Well, the thing is, especially with our history, it's got to be the youth that take ownership of it so that it never happens again. The only way to make sure of that is to make sure that the youth take ownership of it. So when we invite them to the site, yes, we, get them over there with beautiful programs and exhibitions and concerts and that sort of thing. But really the idea is for them to engage with the site so that they can understand and take responsibility for our history.
When you're talking about engaging the youth, I can only imagine there must be partnerships that are put together in order to make sure this event happens. Talk to me about that, partnerships and the synergies.
Well, we've partnered with Kalashnikov Gallery. They are based in Braamfontein. They have the most amazing artworks. They host exhibitions, they host events. People should actually have a look at their work. It really is quite exciting stuff. And then through that partnership, we have also come to work with Red Bull. There's a lot of actually exciting partnerships which I can't divulge, of course, but there are some really, really exciting partnerships that came up for the Basha Uhuru Freedom Festival. And you'll get to see it when you come through. Okay,
with that, final question to you, very quickly, 20 seconds. What can people expect this year that's maybe slightly different? There's things you can't talk about, you've got to experience yourself, but the things that you can mention.
Let's see. Well, we've got discussions, networking sessions. We've got 2 stages happening this year. The main stage is going to have DJ Ken's Hero, Sol Penduka, Admiral, and Jasid. It always slips off the tongue. And then on the smaller stage, we have DJ Systematic, who's going to be hosting underground artists and poetry. It's really exciting. I mean, last year was already very exciting, but this year's lineup, I'm literally chomping at the bit.
Okay, thousands expected at Constitutional Hill. That was Bontle Mokoka, who is from Constitutional Constitutional Hill, and she shared information, details and pointers about this year's Basha Uhuru Freedom Festival 2015. Marks the youth gathering's third year and will take place between the 10th and the 13th of this year. For more information, you can log on to their website. It's very simple. It's www.constitutionalhill.org.za. Okay, so Lebo, a little bit earlier